We have more news about OU and Texas going to the SEC, and we have to talk about it. But before we do that, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think about OU and Texas going to the SEC and when you guys think they are going to get there. Okay, so earlier today, Pete Thamel tweeted out that the SEC has directed Georgia and Tennessee to not play their home-and-home non-conference series against Oklahoma. Now, I want to point out, he said against Oklahoma. The Bulldogs had OU scheduled in 2023 and 2031. The Volunteers' 2020 game in Norman was canceled amid COVID and was expected to be made up down the line. The other University of Tennessee OU game was slated for Knoxville in 2024. That left the return games in each of these series to take place after OU and Texas are scheduled to join the league for the 2025 football season. Okay, so I want to break this down for you guys and help you guys understand what this means. He's specifically talking about Oklahoma in their home-and-home series with Georgia and Tennessee. Now, why do I want to focus so much on the Oklahoma portion of this and their out-of-conference games? That is because Texas and Alabama are still scheduled and have been green-lighted to continue that game on for next year, where Texas is going to go to Tuscaloosa to finish the home-and-home series that they just started this year. So, where does that leave us? That leaves us to say the SEC expansion, along with Big Ten expansion, isn't going to likely happen until 2024, when the Big Ten is expected to pull in USC and UCLA, and the 2024 college football playoffs appear to potentially be changing. So I know OU fans are really excited to get to the SEC, but we also need to understand that if we don't get to go next year, which I think it's unlikely we go, that it's going to be exciting because it still gives OU another year to build towards becoming an SEC program. Our offensive line still needs a lot of work. It's not SEC ready. And our defensive line looks good, but I don't know if our defensive line is built to be able to go in there and compete week in, week out with a lot of those SEC teams at a competitive high level. So all of this is exciting news, and it's great because it gets everybody stirred up and it gets it talking about what's happening with conference expansion. But I still think we're set in 2024 to move. They're just trying to make it to where OU does not end up playing these games in 2023 and 2024, and they can go ahead and start finding out-of-conference opponents to fill those holes. Hence, OU has now scheduled to play a home series with SMU starting in September 9th, that's second week of 2023, at home in Norman. And then we're going to go to SMU on September 11th of 2027. So there's some really good things there. I'm excited to go to SMU. We're going to play a 10-win football team in Texas that's not named Baylor, right? Texas Longhorns haven't been that for us, so guess we're going to play SMU. And, we're going to get to see Kamari Wheaton. It's going to be fun. Kamari Wheaton was a guy that OU really wanted. He didn't come here, so hopefully he's still with them next year. But, again, I just wanted to go ahead and relay some of this information out to you guys and just kind of give you guys my thoughts on this because it's interesting, right? And I know everybody's getting stirred up about it. Listen, 2024 is still the best option for us. It gives us time to build and get ready to go to the SEC. Additionally, we get to play some new talent next year that are coming into the Big 12, unless for some reason that gets delayed. So go ahead, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys think the SEC will move to the SEC in 2024 or 2023?